But what did we actually get? After 4 years of argument about whether Keir Starmer's Labour Party is actually going to deliver progressive change, the back and forth between he's just saying all this stuff to get the Tories out versus you're asking us to trust him by reassuring us that he's lying to us? That's over. The Tories are out. So whatever they've done in the last 7 months, whatever they've said, that is who they are. So I'm going to show you what you should expect from this Labour government, but also what you as a voter have the right to expect from a Labour government. What could and should they be doing? What are the experts in the sectors of the UK that need help asking for from Labour, and how does that compare to what they're actually doing? In short, is this Labour government actually the change we need? Because certainly for millennials, we've never been able to engage with a Labour government as adults. And I know that all of my personal bios across social media and across several dating apps all had me down as some version of the anti-Brexit guy that pushes back against the Tories. Well, the Tories are gone, so our strategy, our priorities, knowing where we need to apply pressure, that all depends on knowing what this Labour government is actually about. And spoiler alert, I've already been through all the documents as I'm talking to you now, and so I can tell you this. Unlike the Tories, the laws that Labour is planning to pass cover the topics that we need change on. But while the framework is there, you're going to see that there are many areas that either don't have the substance we need or are still deeply Tory.
If that sounds conservative, then let me tell you, I don't care.
And it's statements like that, as well as Labour's stances on Gaza, Brexit and equality, that have meant that a lot of people who naturally lean towards the left have not been happy with Labour for a while. And while you will never convince me that Labour had to go as far to the right as they did in order to get the Tories out, we are where we are now, so we can park that debate. But that's the reality we're in now, and it has consequences that we now have to deal with. And you're going to have a lot of people telling you, be patient, give them time, they've only just taken office, but Labour has already told us how they plan to spend the next 4 years. So if they're pointed in the wrong direction now, we don't need to wait. And given that we might only have 4 years until the Tories or Nigel Farage replaces them, waiting is dangerous. Not to mention, we shouldn't have to, because Labour owes us. Labour got 34% of the vote in that election, yet they have a huge controlling majority in Parliament, so democratically, Keir Starmer does not have the right to decide everything on his own. Especially when you think about the fact that a third of the people who voted for Labour did so tactically, meaning Labour was not their first choice. They only did it to get the Tories out. Let me say that again. Labour, our current government, got 34% of the vote, and a third of their voters didn't even want Labour. So how do you reckon Labour would have done if they only got 22% of the vote? Like I said, Labour owes us, so you have the right to make demands of them. That's why before the election, I asked my followers to make videos sending messages to Keir Starmer telling him who they're going to vote for and why, so we can compare what progressive voters want with what we're actually getting.